the day. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Kyle Trask and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Play action now. Cousins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Florida Gator at quarterback Kyle Trask.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Evades the tackler and now some space. And he works it past the 30 almost to the 25.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Trask again. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Still 15 yards to go, second down. To throw, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 13 carries, 80 yards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First down, Trask. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Trask. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now a dump off here, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. First down. Here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the...
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Open man right side is St. Brown. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is caught, but he will come down out of that. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Trask. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target, Beckham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half here, Trask. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Traquan Smith, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Trask finds the open target, Arnold. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Brought down by DJ Wanham. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Arnold. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give. This is Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 26. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Cousins to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins now. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. So out come the Bucs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Trask. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Now Leonard Fournette. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Fournette once more on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Trask. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stays.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got Smith here. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Trash throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, Fournette. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Cousins to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Here's Cousins. St. Brown on the catch. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
On second down, here's Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bucs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL